Hello, hello, hello. It's been a long time since I've done a Fallout 76 build video. Um, yeah, really a long time. Last time I did a Fallout 76 build video was... Let's still find out. Maybe last year. Let me just double check. But hello, welcome. It's been a while since I posted a video. I've not really known what to do or what to post, but thankfully we have something to post today. This is a bit of a joking around video. It's a build video, of course, but I've done a build around a real world person, and that is our Lord and Saviour himself, Mr. Tom Howard. This is a Tom Howard build, by the way. Don't expect to be like breaking the game in any way, shape, or form. This is just a joke build. This is just me having a slight dig at Tom Howard, the same way everybody does on YouTube. From what I see, we all know Tom never really keeps his promises for whatever reason. But that's his issue at the end of the day. But yeah, let's go into the build and how I'm going to show you right now how you can play Fallout just the way Tom Howard would, and just the same way Tom Howard plays the real world. So, let's go to a special station. Okay, we'll start off with the specials. Let's go. As you can see, I called him Todd Howard, Tom Howard for some reason. It's Todd Howard. Oh, okay. Todd Howard. Sorry. Anyway, so the Todd Howard build, as you can see, there's a lot of perk cards, but that's because they had room, because Todd doesn't need weapons in Fallout 76. He just needs his charisma. So obviously, I've gone for 6 strength for Todd. I think Todd's like a bit of a meek fellow. He doesn't overeat, he doesn't undereat, but at least, yeah, we'll give him a solid 6 strength for Todd. And at least with a 6 strength, he can wield his Skyrim axe, what you can get within this game anyway, so he can still live out his greatest days in Skyrim, as he always is. Perception? Well, Todd doesn't have much perception, so I just gave him the 1. That's all he really needs. You'll see what he got for that. Endurance? Tom stood the test of time, but as you can see with his most recent games, his endurance is wearing thin, as you can tell by the reviews of Starfield. Let's get into the important specials, Todd's most important specials, and that is charisma and intelligence, because, you know, I dumped 15 in both, because Todd clearly is an extremely charismatic and intelligent man, considering he sold Skyrim on every single platform to the same generations of people 6 to 7 times for over 10 years. And I only think someone with high intellect and ballsy charisma could possibly sell a game that many times over and over. I love Skyrim, I love Todd's work, but who the fuck sells the same game all the time? I know most companies do it now, but God, Todd has sold Skyrim so many times, it's unreal. The only one you can't buy now is the mobile version, but there we go. Agility? I don't know. Agility? I don't know much about Todd in his personal life. He might have decent agility, so I'll just put a solid 5 in his agility. Why not? Luck? I think Todd's got a lot of luck in life. Not too much though. We saw the reviews for Starfield, as I said before. His luck is running out, so I gave him a solid 9 just to round stuff off. Let's go into Todd's perk cards. So Todd, he's not going to be doing much combat. He's got enough money to have other people do the combat for him. So, just in case Todd just needs to carry ballistics, I gave him Bandolier, so it's 9% less. He's got Blocker, Because he needs to block all those criticisms about Starfield. So I'll put it at a solid 3. So he would take 45% less damage from people reviewing Starfield. That's pretty good. Pack Rat. Todd likes to carry around a lot of copies of Skyrim to sell to people, so the weight of all copies of Skyrim are now reduced by 75%. And obviously, carrying that many copies of Skyrim around with him at all times, Todd needs more carry weight. So I gave him strong back. Gain more carry weight based on your strength. Todd's gonna be fine. I feel like Todd likes to collect stuff. You know, like collect other enterprises, other genius pieces of work, especially from Obsidian. But let's not get into that. So I put perception bubble on so we can find bobbleheads at a directional audio cue at all times, because Todd has got lazy over the years, so he probably needs a cue here and there. Same with the magazines. Green thumb. I don't know why I put green thumb on, but you might be a green thumb in real life. I don't know. We'll see. Fortune finder. Todd always finds fortune. Of course, Todd would have directional audio cues for cap stashes, just in case it doesn't sell Skyrim that week. Refractor. Gain energy resistance based on your perception. Obviously, Tom needs a lot of resistance. Energy resistance, especially from the energy from the current criticism of Todd's work. I keep saying Tom when it's Todd. I don't know why I got Tom in my head. It's the T's. I don't like T's. I don't like names that start with T. Right, so we're going into endurance. Starch genes, because obviously Todd's mutated. You have to be mutated, Jesus, Todd. True hiker. Again, this is just for carry weight. Todd needs plenty of room for copies of Skyrim. You don't want to be bogged down with food and drink weights. So I've reduced that down to 9%. Plenty of room for more copies of Skyrim out there. I put rad resistance on, radical, so extra strength, more carry weight. More carry weight. What does that mean? More copies of Skyrim to sell. Increased elemental resistance based on endurance. Again, bit of a throwaway perk, but you never know. Todd might not like the rain. Life giver. I gave Todd more life. Why not? He has 9 lives. Especially with those reviews. Come on. Cola nut. Obviously, Todd's gonna like Nuka-Cola. He loves Nuka-Cola. He loves Fallout. He hasn't butchered it 20, 30 times up to this point. But I guarantee he likes good old Nuka-Cola. So he gets twice the benefits from it on this build. Adamantite skeleton. So when Todd's having a rough week with Starfield reviews or questions about Elder Scrolls 6, Todd needs an adamantium skeleton just to get through the day. Now let's get to the most important part of this build. The Todd Howard charisma. There is no charisma out there like Todd Howard. There is no snake oil merchant like Todd Howard. I love Todd Howard, but God, can he sell a game again and again and again. Let's go for hard bargaining. So obviously a lot of the perks in the charisma, they're going to be there to gain more charisma on top of the charisma Todd already owns. So I'm making a very dangerous version of Todd Howard where he can have as much charisma as he possibly wants. So hard bargain. Gain 7 charisma when battering at non-player offenders. So more money for Todd. Inspirational. Todd probably does believe he's an inspiration. I believe his games have inspired a lot of good in the gaming industry, but also a lot of bad, so I'll give him the inspirational perk. Todd deserves that. Magnetic personality. Jeez. Gain 2 charisma for each teammate, excluding yourself. Well, there we go. Yeah. A magnetic personality. I don't know, I've not met the guy, so I don't know if he's got a magnetic personality, but I do know I keep buying Skyrim off him, so he's got something. Squad maneuver. Obviously, it's a redundant perk these days for your normal traditional builds on Fallout, but Todd does need to run away 20% faster when he's being attacked by critics. Bodyguard. Gain damage and energy resistant based on your charisma. Considering Todd's got a lot of charisma, he's not getting touched by anyone, and he can afford those bodyguards. I just hope he pays them well. Helping hand. I don't know. Throwaway perk. Plays you with 5 are cured of all radiation. So if Todd feels like he's really bullshitting you, Todd will give you some radiation help. Traveling agent. Todd doesn't like to spend money. He only likes to make money. He now pays 30% fewer taps when fast traveling. Party girl. Maybe Todd's a party girl. We'll never know. I don't know this guy's private life. But he gets triple the benefits of alcohol. Tenderizer. Each attack makes your target take increased damage. That's how I feel every single time I buy a new version of fucking Skyrim. It's got a new bug every time. So yeah, every time I buy a copy of Skyrim of Todd, you take more damage mentally. Team Medic. Your Stimpaks also heal nearby teammates for half normal strength. I believe that is a throwaway perk. Let's move on. Okay, obviously, we got 15 intelligence for Todd because Todd is an intelligent man. He builds games. He builds software. He's an expert hacker. Of course he is. He's full of shit. He needs to change the reviews at some point. Demolition expert. Now, this is a very important perk for Todd in this build. Todd destroys all good things. So now, now with this perk card, Todd has a plus 60% damage to all great things made by Bethesda. Because he will destroy it. Nerd Rage? Well, I saw Todd when he didn't get that Game of the Year award for Starfield. I saw Nerd Rage right there. So it definitely needs Nerd Rage. Chemist, double the quantity of your craft chems. I don't think Todd's into drugs. And I'll be honest with you, I 110% don't think Todd's into drugs. But I know Todd likes crafting Skyrim over and over again. So we can sort of change Chemist to Skyrim Builder. So you get double the quantity of Skyrim every time you craft it. That's Todd. Robotics Expert. Oh, he's good with computers, so why not? Robots computer. He's not good at fixing bugs, though. Scrapper. Of course. Todd likes to break stuff down, get as much shit out of it as possible, scrape away at it, reuse previous assets for previous games, and just hope for the best. Weapons Artisan. Throwaway perk, to be honest. To be honest, I just want to fill out. I didn't want any empty spaces, so there we go. Okay, agility. Like I said, don't really know about much about Todd's athletic lifestyle, but we'll go for agility. So Todd is going to be a solid sneaker. You are 75% harder to detect while sneaking. So Todd needs this a lot, because when he's got to sneak away from criticism, he's got a 75% chance now to be harder to detect, so no one's going to chase him down anytime soon. Covert Operative. Your ranged attacks do an additional 50% sneak attack damage. I think Todd might be a pacifist in real life, but I don't know. He covertly attacks my fucking wallet every time he releases Skyrim. So yeah, Todd's not a pacifist. He likes to assault your wallet. I reckon he's an action girl. Yeah, Todd looks like an action girl to me. Yeah, we'll go with that action girl, Todd. Evasive? Chance to evade attacks based on agility. Needs to avoid criticism. Todd's right there. Let's go to luck. The man with 9 lives himself, Todd Howard. So I'll put 9 points into luck. So obviously he likes to find stuff, create stuff, hoard stuff, gain information. So we'll go the bobbleheads and magazines last twice on. It's pretty good for him. He's a class freak. Of course he's a class freak. He's done over the years. He's achieved so much. And he's achieved so little at the same time. I wonder. Anyway, cap collector. We know Todd likes money. So Todd loves to find all the caps in the world. And I love that. I love the Fallout boy there for cap collector. I love that animation. I should find that. I can do. Find more canned goods based on your luck. Just in case Todd ever goes broke and everyone figures out that he doesn't make good games anymore. Boom. But there we go. Just in case. It's a backup plan for Todd. Super duper. Important perk again in the perk list for Todd Howard. When you craft Skyrim, there's a 30% chance you'll get double the results. So if you go back for Chemist as well, he's crafting so much Skyrim. If Todd will make a new game and he's just going to grab, make double the quantity of Skyrim at all times, just in case. So we can always be selling Skyrim. But yeah, that is the specials and the perk cards for Todd Howard and his build. Do I think he will survive? I'm not too sure in the world of Fallout 76. I think he's got a fighting chance. Let's go into his outfit. So I want to boost his intelligence. So I've gave him the very rare and special. Well, a different character, so at different controls. Bear with me a second. I've given him the presidential power suit, which that boosts your charisma by 2, but nothing much else. And it makes him feel special. As I know Todd likes to feel special. So the Todd Howard presidential suit. And for the rest of his apparel, I have given Todd the buffoon jester hat. Because, well, yeah, Todd's a bit of a buffoon. But yeah, this is the Todd Howard build for Fallout 76. Just a small disclaimer at the end there. I have no bad blood against Tom Howard. This is just literally a joke. But if you do want to play as Todd Howard, you do now know how to play as Todd Howard in Fallout 76. And I guarantee you will make millions of caps. I think you'll be the wealthiest person in Fallout 76. Because Todd's certainly wealthy. He's made a lot of money out of generations of children, generations of adults who keep repeatedly buying Skyrim over and over again, expecting something different. But there we go. But yeah, let's hope for Fallout 6 and Elder Scrolls. Fallout 5? Fallout 5 will be up to? Or is Fallout 76 technically 5? I don't know, let's go Fallout 5. Let's hope for Fallout 5 and Elder Scrolls 6 at some point soon. Let's hope Todd rejuvenates his career. Yeah. I'll leave on my screen the stats for this build one more time, just in case you want to build it yourself. I'll go quiet from this point forward, but if you enjoyed this video, thank you very much. And it is just a joke. Everyone likes to have a joke, and it is the Todd Howard build. So for the last section of this video, I'll leave the stats up and the perk cards just so you can go through them. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video.